Hi, and today we're going to be talking about short rows. I'm going to do a short little tutorial here on working short rows, which was the technique used in this week's pumpkin pattern. Short rows are used to sort of shape your fabric that you're knitting to allow extra girth, such as in these pumpkins here. Short rows are pretty much just what they sound like. They're rows that are not quite complete. So in the pattern, it's going to tell you to, knit X amount of stitches. So we'll same to my turning point here. So we'll say knit 9, wrap and turn. So I just knitted 9. Now I'm going to wrap the next stitch and turn. To do this on a knit row, I'm going to bring the yarn to the front of the work. I've been holding it in the back because I'm knitting, and when I wrap the stitch, I always remember that I bring the yarn to the opposite of where I've been holding it. So I'm going to bring it to the front, slip the next stitch, purlwise like that, slip it back, and turn. So you can see that that stitch is wrapped by the strand there. So on a wrong side row, I will purl to my turning point, and I'm going to wrap this stitch. Now, because I've been holding my yarn in front as though to purl, when I wrap the stitch, I'll take it to the back, which is the opposite of where I've been holding it. Just like if you're doing it on a knit side, always take the yarn to the opposite of where you've been holding it. So take it to the back, slip the next stitch, bring the yarn to the front there, slip the stitch back, and turn. And you can see that that stitch is wrapped. So now we need to think about how we're going to deal with that wrapped stitch so we can make it look nice and pretty. I'm going to knit back to the stitch I just wrapped, and I'm going to pick up the wrap, put it on my needle, and I'm going to knit the wrap together with the stitch, so just a knit 2 together. That's how it looks. Then on the wrong side, I'm going to do something similar, but we have to do, it's a little bit trickier on the wrong side, but it's necessary to make the fabric look sort of as seamless as possible from that transition. So here's the wrap stitch. Again, I'm going to pick up the wrap, put it on my needle, and I want to separate these. So I'm going to get the stitch there and the wrap. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work an SSP, a slip, slip, purl. So I'm going to do those knitwise, slip those knitwise one at a time to the right needle, put them back on the left needle. Now I'm going to purl them together through their back loops. So I'm going to take my needle, go through the back of both, purl them together, and that's how it looks from the front. Nearly invisible. So good luck. Thanks for joining us.